Some people achieve a nearly mythological status in organized crime history, and one of those such men is the mobster who was nicknamed Billy Bats. He was first brought to the public's attention in the book Wise Guy, based on information provided by mobster Henry Hill, which was then made into the classic 1990 film Goodfellas, where Bats was immortalized by actor Frank Vincent's portrayal of him. The scene where Billy Bats insults Joe Pesci's character, which is based on real-life gangster Tommy Desimone, by telling him to go home and get his shine box, is one of the most iconic moments in film history.
Now go home and get your shine box.
You!
Yeah. Come on.
The real Billy Bats was named William Joseph Bentvena and was born on February 22, 1933, and spent most of his life living in Valley Stream, Long Island, where he stayed at this very home. He was involved with the Gambino family and took part in drug dealing and loan sharking, although it's debated whether he was actually a made man in the mafia as indicated in the film. I also cover Bentvena in my series on Tommy Desimone if you're interested in learning more about his background. After the 37-year-old Bentvena returned from a prison stint in late 1970, at some point he made a joking remark to Tommy Desimone about when he used to shine shoes when he was younger, which angered Desimone. But it wasn't until a few weeks later when Bentvena attended a party at the Sweet Lounge on Queens Boulevard, when he was killed by Desimone and Irish gangster Jimmy Burke, who's portrayed by Robert De Niro.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
Bentvena's body has never been found, and his portrayal in Goodfellas, as well as his mysterious death, has made some people very curious about his backstory, as well as what he actually looked like. Years ago, this pic made its rounds on the internet claiming to be William Bentvena, but that has been debunked to really be a picture of a Philadelphia family mobster named Pat the Cat Spirito, who was gunned down in 1983. Then fairly recently, this pic was posted to some message boards alleging to be William Bentvena with his parents and wife at his wedding, but that is incorrect. I was already in possession of this photograph, and this is in fact William Bentvena's parents, Joseph and Alice, but this is at the wedding of his younger sister Veronica and her husband Robert. There's not many notable mobsters without a picture to go with the name, and the small few that have never been identified have become something of treasure hunts for mob fans, with Billy Bats being high atop that list. While researching for my Tommy Desimone video, I searched extensively for a picture of Bentvena, and after locating some records on him, I learned that he married a woman named Patricia McGovern in September of 1958. Then, in April of 1959, he had a son named William Joseph Bentvena Jr. Both of them have passed away, but I located William Jr.'s 1976 high school yearbook picture from Valley Stream Central High School, and that gave me some ideas of a trail to follow. From there, I began piecing together links of information, and while doing so, I eventually came across an old-fashioned picture of a young man who strongly resembled William Jr., but there wasn't enough context with the picture for me to be able to conclude for sure that they were father and son, so I put it aside for some time. But then I recently thought of another approach which helped me to gain more context on that pic, and along with what I gathered from the other resources, I was now able to definitively conclude several important things about the man in that picture, which helped me to confirm his identity. Most notably, that his first name was William. He was once married to a woman named Patricia, and he had a son named William Joseph Bentvena from Valley Stream, Long Island. So that left only one logical conclusion. The man in that picture is the one and only William Billy Bats Bentvena. And here is the first look at him. This is Bats as a young man in the 1950s. Looks like a smooth, wise guy, which is pretty much how I envisioned him to look. Had quite the widow's peak, which he may have inherited from his mother, who appears to have it as well. I didn't reveal the full details of exactly how I came to my findings for a few reasons, so I expect some people to question the validity of it. But you won't find anything stated as a truth in any of my videos unless there's solid evidence to back it up, and I only base my information on reputable sources. So I'll just leave you with this: a picture of William Bentvena Jr. compared to the picture of William Sr. And you be the judge about the likelihood of them being father and son. And well, if you still don't believe it, then you can always
Go home and get your fucking shine box.